My background is primarily military and law enforcement. I've spent 28 years in the FBI, and a good bit of that was involved in tactical applications, SWAT and so forth, hostage rescue. And we use a lot of the same planning steps that we teach in this course.
The Tactical Commander's course is a 3-day course. It's designed to teach law enforcement officers, primarily SWAT team members and their commanders, a preemptive planning process. It uses a modification of the military system of warning orders and operations orders, and it walks them through about 4 scenarios where they got to read information out of the student manual, a scenario, and based on that scenario, they got to come up with a tactical plan by format and brief that plan.
The class is broken up into both instruction blocks where they talk about, get us thinking about the issues and the problems, and then it goes into scenario exercises where they're breaking us into teams, and we're actually running through, in my opinion, pretty realistic or plausible scenarios, and then we come up with a plan as a team, almost if it was a real scenario, and then they critique those scenarios. So it's you know, a nice laid-back chance to get this idea stuff in our head and try some things on paper before, hopefully before we'd ever have to face it in real life.
It gives me a good insight of what law enforcement has to do in the event of a terrorist attack or weapons of mass destruction type incident.
I think this course is exceptional simply because we live in an area that we need to know how to prevent a terrorist attack, and then if we're unable to prevent that attack, know how to mitigate that, because ultimately we want to be able to go home at the end of the shift as well as protect the community surrounding the chemical plant.
This class also utilizes a COBRA, which is a chemical biological response aid. It's a software set that has a lot of the materials that are used in emergency planning. We make this available to the students to help them do some of the research. It's a very useful tool. You can plug in the various factors that are needed and come up with a potential hazard as far as casualties and as far as evacuation areas, safe havens, and so forth.
There's a lot of information. Very, very interesting. The instructors are super great at being able to convey that complex information to the students, and I've learned a lot.
With terrorism on the rise and coming into this country since 9/11, it's we said we'll never forget, and we definitely have to remember that and prepare for the future. And that's where I think, we just can't let our guard down and assume this isn't going to happen in West Virginia.
It's something that allows all the instructors who have years of experience in some of these things to continue to make a difference. A lot of the knowledge that we have can be passed on to the folks that would be in a position to use it today. I think all of the instructors that teach this believe in it, and I think the participants also have fun, they learn, and it makes our community safer.